Hello everyone, I'm here today to do a junk journal share with you, and this is a new listing that will be in my Etsy shop. And I've made another hardcover journal, and this one is made from a lightweight chipboard and it's very sturdy. It measures 7 by 5 and it has about a 1 3/4 inch spine. On the spine I've reinforced it. It has fabric on the inside and also this lovely bird fabric, which is like a Hessian type fabric around the spine. It has the cheesecloth in the bottom and the top, so it's a good sturdy journal. On the front I've used a piece of lace, and I've also used lace on the back, and I think this is Tim Holtz paper on the back and the front. This is a winter theme journal, so inside I've used some of the digital images from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts, and I'll link her shop down below, and they're lovely winter bird images. So that's what I've used on the front. I've used one of her images, backed it onto some tea-dye paper and done a sewed around the edge. It just has a sari silk closure. On the front I had a little go at making some charms, a dangle charm, and this is just on a safety pin, which is just attached to the lace, so that can be taken off if you don't want it there. It's just a really simple little charm. This was from a bracelet, so I just added some of the beads that were from this old bracelet. Or you can add that on, use that for something else if you wanted. On the front I've just used a ticket here which says Hope, which is backed onto cheesecloth and lace. So just have a look inside. A lot of the papers are Tim Holtz, from some of it's from the Wallflower pad, and I think the other one is from the Lost and Found, but there are some other papers inside as well. So we've got the nice fabric on the inside spine that I like to use now, and that allows for a bit of extra stretch there and strengthens the spine. So, and this has 5 signatures. I think it has about 66 pages. So that's well over 120 sides, front and back. So you have a little pocket here. That's a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. You've got the Edith Holden pages, paper bag, little tuck here. This came out very chunky. And I forgot to say there's also some fabric and burlap type ribbon that I've used here. I've put tabs on a lot of the page edges, and then I also used a couple of garment pins and made a couple of little bead dangles on the edges. So we've got some tea-dyed manuscript paper. This is a little tuck, and then that's one of the images which has been backed onto some tea-dyed paper and sewn. There's a little piece of lace trim there. I didn't do any sewing on the pages in this book. I mostly just sewed around the journal cards. This is a little tuck here, if I can get it open. It's just a little pocket. I made some more of these little journal cards, which I've made from various vintage books that I have. This is from the Edith Holden book, and this has been backed with some paper and sewn. The tabs have been stapled on. So a couple more images. Everything's been backed onto tea-dyed paper or tea-dyed index cards. So there's still lots of space for journaling. Lots of things that you could take out of the book if you wanted to make it thinner. So here, this is just another small image from the Edith Holden book. I've just sewn around that. It could be a little journal spot. It's another one of the images from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts. It's a little tuck. Use some craft paper. There's some book pages from an animal book. Some graph paper, notebook paper. That's another pocket there. That's another image. It's another pocket. And it's just a little envelope. Sorry about that in the background if you can hear that. That's my dog snoring. This is a frame. I didn't attach it completely, so you can tuck a photo behind there. Some vintage children's book pages. And I chose some of them have winter type images on them. So that's from Tim Holtz. It's another one of these little journal cards. Some manila envelope. And that's a little tuck spot there. And that's empty as well, so you can store some extra things in there. It's another image to flip out. I used a lot of the darker tea-dyed papers in this one. It's the third signature. I think this is Recollections paper. This is from another book, another botanical type book. And it's another card that I did. That's from that animal book again. So some nice winter images there of children playing in the snow. That's a little tuck spot. Another image. And on this page is something new that I tried. This is a little book that I had, and I scanned in the pages, this particular page. Can't remember the name of the book now, but it's to do with winter, and it had the lovely Peter Rabbit image on it. And what I did is I backed it onto some tracing paper, so you can still write on the back there if you wanted to. And I've stitched all around the edge of that. And it's nice and crinkly. And then this is another idea that I tried. I was inspired by Johanna Clough. She's made some of these photo pockets for some of her books. And all you do is just put some acetate onto some scrapbook paper. And I just sewed around the edge I'm not sure if my machine was particularly happy with me sewing on acetate though, so I think I'm going to have to think of a different way of doing these, but I really liked the way it came out. So you can just slot your photo in the top there and then do some journaling on the back. So it's the last signature. Some more of that grungy paper. It's another image from the kit. Another children's book page, and this is actually a pocket at the top there, so you could put some quite large pieces in there. It's another lovely image from the kit. That's just a piece of Edith Holden paper that I've backed onto some index card. And there we go. That's the book. That's the whole book. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.